I have learned the importance of taking care of one's own body and living with a healthy growth mindset. As a mother of 3, wife, business owner for over 24 years, a healthy lifestyle specialist, motivational speaker, and founder of Team Rock, I am experienced and primed to lead you to great health through my personalized accountability coaching program. I am Danielle Rocco. In my series, My Arrival, you have a coach in your back pocket. Are you ready to begin your transformation and live the life you are meant to live? Welcome to My Arrival Television. I am Danielle Rocco. Through my many years of coaching, I have studied people's behavior patterns and movements. I have seen healthy living and unhealthy living. This created an extreme curiosity regarding human nature. Why do people do what they do? What outcomes arise from each and every choice made? What ripple effects are caused from these decisions? What kind of mindset is created? By studying behavior patterns, movement, choices, and nutrition, I have seen the benefits of healthy living versus unhealthy living. This brings me to why I sit here today in front of you. My Arrival goes hand in hand with my daily online accountability coaching series, which you can register at www.DannyRocco.com. Each episode will build on one another and expand on new habits created. By following along, you will see a positive effect in your life. During each episode, local businesses and resources will be highlighted as well. You see, I know 100% without question how you treat your body, feel about your body, see your body, and fuel your body has a direct effect on every aspect of your life. I am talking about everything from your personal relationships, your professional life, amount of energy you have, your social life, financial success, and the list goes on. My Arrival program is to inspire you and support you in living the life you desire. It's about connecting your mind, your body, and your heart. You see, this is the foundation to the start of your arrival into greater health. And I promise that you will see ripple effects into every aspect of your life. The focus of today's episode is to clean up your physical environment, specifically your kitchen, and how this space affects your body image, self-talk, nutritional choices, and energy. Let's talk real for a minute. Does just the thought of making dinner, cleaning dishes, balancing eating, and appetite control overwhelm you? Before I figured all this out, I would find myself getting angry if anybody in my family asked me, "What's for dinner?" Can you relate? I also know that amazing feeling when your house is clean, the dishes are done, the laundry is folded, and there is nothing to do on that to-do list. I want you to imagine that feeling right now. Imagine coming home and knowing exactly what's for dinner. Walking to your sink and seeing it empty. Looking around your spotless house, can you feel the peace overcome you? Do you feel relaxed? This is attainable. Today, I want to give you 3 tips that are working fantastically for my clients. Tip number 1, commit to yourself. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now, just commit. Do not make it big or overwhelming. Just commit to one action to move you forward to where you want to be. Now say it out loud. Maybe it's, I'm committed to finding an accountability coach or partner. Or I'm going to clean out 3 shelves in my refrigerator today. Remember, this commitment is for you. The only way to see change is for you to do something differently. You are going to make a few small changes every week, and these changes will build on each other to create a lasting lifestyle. This is how long-lasting change happens, by one step after another. First, your body will change, then your mind will change, and finally, your lifestyle will start moving towards what you desire. Tip number 2, stay accountable. Tune into this program. Subscribe to my online accountability coaching. Register for my 6-month personalized coaching program. Partner with a friend or family member. Whatever works for you, Commit to it. And finally, tip number 3, clean out your fridge. You will be amazed at what you have collected in there. Once you have cleaned it out and disposed of all that has been collected, including that unhealthy food, it will be easy to see your progress. From this point forward, look in your refrigerator and freezer with these new eyes every time you put groceries away. Here's a rule of thumb. If it's not gone within a week, toss it. Later, you can tackle your cabinets with this same way and the same rule of thumb. If it's been there for 6 months to a year, get rid of it. Make eating healthy easy and convenient. All right, so I love my organic farm delivery service. After putting it off for 2 years, because honestly, I thought it'd be way too expensive, that was a big fat wrong. Learning the facts before making a decision, that's right, Danielle. It saves time, money, gas, scheduling, stress, indecision, temptation, all by making one decision to incorporate this farm delivery service. This is about you, though. Access what makes your life easier. Is it making a list? Going to the store only once a week? Signing up for home delivery or farm delivery service? Do what works best for you with a focus on your healthy living. Now, this is the next big secret to all of it. So I'm going to say it again. You must realize that expecting a change in your life means you have to do something different. So put the excuses away and start living for a better you, because you deserve it. Now that we talked a little bit about our mindsets and our thought process and those tips, let's talk real life. There is no one better to join me in this than our Team Rock contributor, Miss Annie Cole. Welcome, Annie.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes. So one of the great things I love about talking is that we are in such different places in our life.
Yes, absolutely.
So you still have your kids at home,
Yes.
5 and 8, right? Yep. And I have 6 children, 1 at home. He is a senior in high school, so basically he's not home at all. So, yeah. But what made you decide that you were going to kind of clean up your kitchen, clean up your act in eating and the environment? What was your thought process behind that?
So I did some thinking on this because I wasn't really sure how it all came about, but I finally realized if it's something I should not put in my body, I should not be putting it in my kid's body. It's literally that simple. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. If it's not good for me, it's not good for them. Literally that simple.
Well, it's the same philosophy that we have, right? You're going to tell your kids, don't go in the street. You're going to get run over.
Right.
But here, have this ho-ho that's going to give you diabetes.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So it's kind of crazy how we, the change in our mindset and how we actually think. All right. So there must have been struggle or kickback from your family. So I know I'm a little harder core.
A little bit.
In my personality. So basically my struggle was, this is what I'm making. If you don't like it, I don't know, figure something else out. But this is what's in our household from now on.
Right.
So what was your more gentler
Okay, so
approach?
I was a little bit different, a little bit easier, because again, my kids are younger and I have that, I want to make sure that they're happy with whatever I put on the table. So I introduced it slowly. I did food swaps. I did a lot of research. I talked to you. I talked to other parents. Whether it be swapping out white pasta for brown rice pasta, not letting them know and just kind of seeing how they react. Instead of having ice cream for dessert, have a bowl of fruit. So little things like that, slowly, as opposed to the cold turkey, where everyone would be shocked and basically hate mom. and then realize they could, down the road, think, well, these foods are bad and I shouldn't have these, they're bad. It's okay to have a treat every once in a while, that's fine. But on a day-to-day basis, no, that food should not be in the house. So gently incorporating it into my kids was what worked best, I feel.
You know what, and I love what you just said, how you were like, that it's okay to have it, because it is creating that balance in your lifestyle.
Right.
And I'm not going to say we never have, nachos or a glass of wine. Well, my kids don't have wine. Me. But not using food as something as a reward, just making it a lifestyle so they can create that when they leave the house. Because I'm at the leaving the house stage.
Right.
So here we go. So looking back, was it hard or difficult, like in your mind, for not just you personally, but for your family?
Yeah. I don't think it was really hard or difficult. I think it was different, and everyone reacts to change differently. So I made sure that, again, I didn't do it cold turkey, and all of a sudden, for me personally, where I cook every meal, it's, oh my gosh, I have all these fruits and vegetables and I don't have a recipe, so they're just going to sit and rot because I'm going to order pizza because I don't know what to do. It was slowly, okay, let me try this recipe. Let me see what works. Let me see how everyone likes it and get used to that recipe. Do it over and over again so I have a fallback meal. So if I'm tired at the end of the day, I don't feel like cooking, I can just make my healthy shrimp scampi or whatever it is that I know my kids are going to eat. Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
I'm actually making that tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm coming over. Here we go. All right. It's kind of the same thing. So I found it's gone easier. I hated cooking. I grew up, I did not know how to cook. It was TV dinners. That was what we had in our household. But I've learned through this process that I can just kind of like make these concoctions and they're actually good.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a struggle at first for me, to be honest, because they weren't good and I was the only one that would eat them.
They were good.
And everybody had eggs every night except for me.
Danny's famous eggs, special eggs.
Yep. But I grew with it because it was important for me to kind of give that to them.
Right.
What changes have you seen in your life since you've made this switch?
There are some foods that I personally have wanted to get out of the house. One in particular is ice cream. I absolutely love ice cream. If I have ice cream in the house, I will eat it. So we've actually found a local ice cream place that takes credit card, not cash. So I know I can go to that if I want ice cream, but it's taking my kids out. We went last night, actually, and we walked along the river. So it wasn't just, let's get a bowl of ice cream, sit in front of the TV, stuff ourselves. It was, we were together, we were a family, we were doing something fun. Yes, we incorporated a treat into it, but it was more the memory, and the kids are going to remember that time we walked along the water, and they're not even going to remember what kind of ice cream they had. So I've tried to be doing that more, but really just getting the foods that I know I have an issue with out of the house, because if I can't keep my hands off it, my kids can't keep their hands off it. So that was really the biggest thing.
Yeah. So ours is chips. Everybody, chips in our If they're there, like, I literally have to kick them out of the house. Just like, get out of the kitchen. They're not allowed in our house. So chips is my thing. I just don't buy them. Yeah. If we want them, we eat them out or we get them at a restaurant kind of thing. So that is ours. Is there a struggle that you've had, with a food that you are still struggling with?
Yes.
To get out of your house that you know is bad, that you don't want to have, but you're just not ready to release it into the wild.
Yeah, and actually I feel like it's one that I keep holding on to, because for my kids, it was granola bars. I thought I had found the healthiest granola bar and that my kids needed to eat granola bars because it sounds healthy. But I finally got those out, but now for me, it's coffee creamer. And for 15 years, I drank black coffee. And all of a sudden, in the past 3 or 4 months, I feel like I should be putting these, almond milk, coconut creamer, whatever, in my coffee, which I'm actually having in my coffee right now, which I shouldn't be, so don't look in my coffee cup. But I can't get out of the house. I don't know why. I'm going to work on it. I need to find a substitute. But I'm okay with it right now, because in the grand scheme of things, as I look at my kitchen, as I open up my fridge, that's really the only thing I'm unhappy with right now.
All right. Yeah. And we did talk about some ideas.
Yeah, you are helping me.
Of getting rid of it because you want to do it. When you're ready, that's another thing.
I have to be ready. Right.
When you're ready, you will release it.
Right. I told you this morning, I said,
and that's it.
I'm not ready.
Yep.
And you said you will be. And when I am, it'll be gone.
That's it.
It's that simple.
That's it. So, is there any last suggestion you can give, or share with us about the mindset behind your kids? Besides mine of, hey, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah. I think that your kids aren't going to cry. Your kids aren't going to go to bed starving. They're going to be just fine. And even just this morning, my son asked for strawberries. And he's kind of picky about fruit. He wants apples. And he said, Mom, can I have some strawberries? I said, of course you can. And he goes, I really love them. So it's that finding what they like, making sure you have it so when they ask for it, you can make it for them. But they are going to be just fine.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So thank you so much for joining.
You.
And I can't
Thanks
wait
for
for next week
I know,
when
me
we
too.
chat. Joining me now and highlighting our special guest is my personal assistant, Melissa Brocklebank.
Thank you, Danielle. I'm happy to join you in living a healthy lifestyle and assisting and educating many others looking to start their path in healthy living. Today's guest is Eric Fredrickson from Alnoba in Kensington, New Hampshire. We've invited him to join us at my arrival to showcase Alnoba's local resources to all of us wanting to expand and grow our healthy living options. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks
Great.
for coming. Welcome.
My pleasure.
And let's talk about Alnoba.
Wonderful.
All
Well,
right.
Great. Alnoba is a unique gathering place, very social, mission based. We have 4 pillars that everything that we do, believe in, our passion revolves around. That's leadership, development, conservation, sustainability, wellness and health, and the arts.
So tell us how it got started and how it contributes to the community.
Absolutely. The Lewis family are really the driving factor, the vision, the passion behind Alnoba. Their history dates back to Kensington, even early settler days. The Lewis family's ancestors founded Kensington. However, Alan and Harriet Lewis, the founders, started their nonprofit and mission-based work back in the early 80s. And from there, we've been servicing privately, a private venue, other non-mission-based nonprofits and organizations, youth programming, developing strong leaders for tomorrow over the past 30 years. The Lewises had a vision for Alnoba, sort of a kind of last piece of the puzzle, so to speak, to the property. We have over 400 acres in Kensington. And with that, it creates a gathering place to really bring folks together, to create inspiration, to create change in the world, and offer that as a community-based option for our community, and to really, again, bring folks together, gather for whatever the purpose may be, and then be inspired and go back out into the world to either change themselves personally or to change our community, change the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely succeeding with that too. It's absolutely wonderful. So Alnoba is known as one of a kind meeting place.
Mm-hmm.
My Arrival exclusive women's retreat is being held at Alnoba next May in 2019. So why is Alnoba the best environment for this type of retreat?
We provide a unique, again, open space, being outdoors, being connected. It's about casual living spaces. It's not about a confined boardroom where we're watching a PowerPoint presentation. It's about collaboration and working together, non-traditional environment. So it gives groups and individuals an opportunity to really get outside of what their normal environment is, to disconnect but connect at the same time.
Yeah.
And the building itself is Passive House certified. It's timber frame construction, reusing the timber frames from a barn built in 1760 and reclaimed timbers that were already used as, again, a model of sustainability.
Yeah, it really is the perfect place for the retreat, isn't it?
It is. Well,
Yeah.
that's why when you suggested it, I was like, and I saw the property that time we met, I was like, yes,
This is it.
this is it.
Right?
Yeah,
It's happening right now.
yeah.
So yes, can you tell us a little bit more about, are there certain times a year that there are more popular times to have, retreats or weddings, or what other services do you offer besides like this boardroom or a retreat? Or like weddings a big deal, or?
We do weddings, we do social events. It's really not our focus, and by choice we'll only do a handful of weddings. We're more about family gatherings and celebrations. We want to protect the space and the opportunities for more youth programming, more community events, more leadership development. While we love a wedding,
Right.
we'd rather have more programming that gives back to the community and companies.
Can you talk a little bit about the ropes course, just a smidge? Because I know we're utilizing that on the first day of our retreat to kind of like break down fear, so people are more open, susceptible to the lectures and embracing what they're going to learn. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely. The ropes course in our Aerial Park Adventure is one aspect of our leadership development services. Another entity that we have as part of ELNOVA is our Pinnacle Leadership Foundation. We provide leadership development services for a company or organization. The ropes course is one of our tools and resources that, as you said, gets people uncomfortable right from the beginning, gets them thinking about things that they're not typically used to thinking about, and gets folks to get uncomfortable, to take one step further than you thought you could go. A lot of folks have inhibitions of heights and getting up and climbing, and it's not always about that. Just as any team or project you may be working on, not everybody serves the same role. So if there is that person that is deathly afraid of heights or has a physical limitation, they can play another role within the exercise. But again, it's about teamwork, it's about goals and establishing roles in the process, and really just working together as a team to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And that's a lot of how our programs start. We'll get right into a ropes course or a team building activity that just gets things flowing right, and then you dive into more of the program and connecting with team members.
You can see like a bigger manifestation of what that the energy from the property and what you're going for. Yes.
So ELNOVA's motto is where inspiration meets action. So what does that mean exactly?
As it says, to create inspiration, to get your mind thinking in a different way, and to create change, and that action that is inspired by that will create change, whether, again, is it within you personally, within your organization, within your company, within your community.
Okay. Now, I've attended multiple farm-to-table dinners. They are fabulous, by the way. So tell us more about the culinary delights and upcoming events.
Absolutely. On the culinary side, one of our other entities in Kensington is the Farm and Eastman's Corner, community-governed, year-round food farm stand store.
Yes.
Some of the fresh veggies there. That was created back 2012, and really the culinary arm and the wellness arm of what we do in Kensington and in ELNOVA. So any culinary experience you have at ELNOVA for a group, a retreat, a social event is all farm-to-table quality, whether we've grown it and produced it on property at the farm, or if not, we source it local farms, local artisans, again, to support the community. So we do obviously a lot of food and culinary events, farm-to-table dinners, juicing programs, juicing demonstrations, workshops. We have our Change Makers speaker series, which is a great opportunity for the community to come out, explore the grounds, experience ELNOVA, and create change. All our different topics and speakers have a specific purpose, and again, just gets folks to think about that, as well as various wellness programs and whatnot.
Well, I'm excited to have the food at our event. Like, to see that chef come in and fill my belly, I'm all about that. So tell us, how can people that are interested out there and want to connect with you, how can they go about doing that?
Well, I think for sure visiting our website, www.elnoba.org, ALNOBA.org. Wealth of information there. Gather at elnoba.org is a great way just to start the conversation, and you can submit information online, and we're happy to help any way we can.
Thank you, Eric, for sharing
My
in
pleasure.
the history of ELNOVA and all the wonderful offerings that you have there. I know that we are very excited to have our host at our women's retreat in May of 2019.
I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great.
With that, tune in next time for another episode of My Arrival, where I will be focusing on sleep. In the meantime, follow me on social media for your daily dose of Dani, and visit my website at www.danirocco.com for upcoming events, online accountability coaching, and intensive personal one-on-one coaching services, and so much more. And I will see you on the other side.